In lesson 7-3, we're still just multiplying polynomials. There are some special cases though. Let's recall what it means to square something. If you were asked what 5 squared is, most people will just answer 25. But let's talk more importantly about what that means. 5 squared means taking 5 times itself. That's 5 times 5. So when someone says to find the product, again, we're multiplying, just as we would be with 5 times 5. I want to take 3x minus 4, the whole quantity squared. That means I want 3x minus 4 times 3x minus 4. These are not really a lot different than what you were doing in the previous section in lesson 7-3. You can still use this generic rectangle. So I have 3x minus 4 as my first binomial times 3x minus 4 as my second binomial. 3 times 3 is 9. Be careful you don't add there. Sometimes we get confused and we're always multiplying our length times our width. X times x makes x squared. Negative 4 times 3x is a negative 12x. Negative 4 times negative 4 is a positive 16. And a negative 4 times a positive 3 is a negative 12x. Now you might notice here that in our center we have negative 12x and negative 12x. Together, continue to be negative, we'll have our 9x squared minus 24x plus 16. There'll be a pattern when you're squaring. 3 times 3 makes 9. You'll always have this first term of your binomial squared. That's how we get our 3x squared, or 9x squared, sorry. Your negative 4 times negative 4 will always be your last term, 16. The middle term will always be your negative 4 times your positive 3 and doubled. Now you can see that in the rectangular box here. But if all of that flies right over your head, just please remember that you can always write 3x minus 4 squared as 3x minus 4 times 3x minus 4. I generally recommend this rectangle. You'll always make sure you don't make a mistake. Now, when it comes to 71 times 71, they're trying to show you that you can relate this squaring process to regular numbers. So I might be able to take 71 and think of it as 70 plus 1. And 70 plus 1. I may not have thought of breaking it up like this before, but that's 71 times 71. Well, 7 times 7 is 49, and I'll add 2 zeros. 1 times 70 is 70. 1 times 70 is 70. And 1 times 1 is 1. So if I have my 4,900 plus 70 and 70, which makes 140, and plus 1, my final answer is 5,041. So we could break up a number to help us square it. Now, of course, we always have calculators that you could take 71 times 71, but we wanted to relate how you multiply or square numbers to squaring binomials. So in the try it, so I'm just going to finish here. Now you can see we have 2x minus 4, all right, at the top of my generic rectangle, and a 2x plus 4. Again, just use that rectangle. You'll notice the a terms of these binomials are the same, and our b terms are just opposite values. Let's take a look at what happens when we multiply this through. I've got a negative 8x up here, and a positive 8x down here, and a minus 16. My two terms that I have just x's on them here, the 8x and the minus 8x, they're going to cancel. So I will just have 4x squared minus 16. Always use those generic rectangles, and you'll never see anything different than how we did them in 7-2.